Is your cell phone carrier doing something illegal? That's what we're going to go ahead and look at today, and WeHe was going to go through and explain that. That's our app of the day. A while back, the most hated man on the internet, Ajit Pai, tried to pass net neutrality. If you know what that means, basically, it allows people to say, okay, I'm your cable provider, for example, or phone carrier, for example, I guess is better in this one. So with that, I'm going to say you can go ahead and get to AT&T.com, no problem, full speed. But when you try to go to Verizon.com, I'm going to slow you down a lot. The law got pretty far up, but then it did go through and get stopped and shut down. So net neutrality did not pass, which, if you know, Ajit Pai used to work for a cell phone company, and that is why he's kind of pushing for it, it seems. We think he's basically in the pocket of them, and that's kind of what was going on. They're paying him to do that, because once that happens, they can also do other things like Facebook. If you go on Facebook, they can charge you $5 a month to use Facebook. Net neutrality did a lot of weird things, and I'm glad it did not get passed, because it would have ruined America. And yeah, that's just my little thing there. So since this is not passed, it's then illegal for phone companies to go ahead and throttle when it comes to specific sites. As far as my legal knowledge goes, this is not legal advice, but as far as I know, that is how it goes. So there's no way that the carriers would do something illegal, right? Well, if they are, this app's going to be about to show us. Welcome everybody, I'm Kevin from helpfultutorials.net. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new here, please make sure you go ahead and smack that subscribe button, and if you could drop a like, that would be amazing too. Let's go ahead and show you what WeHe is. If we go ahead and enter it, and let me just say this is a free app. When we go ahead and enter here, it's going to say about getting off Wi-Fi, which I'll go over, but I need Wi-Fi to show you my screen. Here it will pick some apps to go ahead and test. Why does it pick these apps? Well, a lot of times companies are trying to slow down some services and not others. For example, AT&T has DirecTV, so they would probably go through and slow down like Netflix, for example. Because they don't want you watching Netflix on your phone. They want you to have a poor quality Netflix. That way you go to their service, whatever their current one is, which I think it's DirecTV. Plus I know they're coming out with another one in the near future. So that gives you a little idea there. So this runs tests and says, okay, are you slowing down any of these websites? And there's no chance in the world that they are, right? Well, I ran mine already, and I was surprised they are throttling certain websites. Very surprised, because as far as I know, this is very illegal. So if there's any lawyers here, please do your research. We could start a class action lawsuit, and I'm down. I'll say I don't like the cell phone companies when they do certain things, like mess with throttling in any way. The internet is free. It should be equal all the way around. That's how I feel. But anyway, let's go ahead and show you what happens. When it comes in, it'll say, what do you want to run the test with? You go ahead and select which one you want. Then you go ahead and hit run test. But before you do that, make sure you're off Wi-Fi, because if you're on Wi-Fi, the test isn't going to work correctly. So you could just pull down from the top and then go ahead and hit the Wi-Fi signal, and that'll turn it off for a little bit. And then when you're done, you can come back and turn it back on. The test does take about a minute or so per app. So what I did was I just ran it and set it down. And if it has any problems running the test, it'll come back to the apps that didn't work and rerun it there until they get the correct data. I've previously ran them, and I'm going to go ahead and show you my results. If you click on the lines up here, it's going to, let you run tests, see previous, how it works, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and choose previous results. And here we are. So it's going to go ahead and show what the differences are. So Netflix was a differential. There you go. Look at that though. So was Sports. I believe that's NBC or ABC, one of those. And also Amazon Prime and YouTube. And then I believe that's Vimeo, Spotify, and Skype. No problems at all. You can see the different throughput of what they need and what they got. I believe the bottom number is what they need and the top is what they got. So Netflix was slowed down by half. The sports was slowed down by like a fourth. Amazon Prime crushed. Look at that. You ever notice Amazon runs slow? Well, that's if you have AT&T, that's why. YouTube crushed. Look at those. And I like YouTube. I watch it a lot, and I do have some slowness on my phone. And until this app, I just thought, you know, AT&T service was terrible. Because unfortunately, I use that a lot because I'm a YouTuber, you know? So with them slowing that down, that does not sit well with me. And again, I'm just showing you these here. So WeHe is absolutely free. It is the app of the week. I wanted to show you this. What are your thoughts here? What is going through your mind? This is illegal practice, and now that we can measure it, we gotta do anything about it, or are we just gonna deal with it like the throttling? I have no idea. I know there was a class action lawsuit against companies for unlimited data, and I believe they won that. So I don't know if this is another thing, and I don't even know if they care about the lawsuit, because they're probably just a drop in the bucket to how much more money they're making because they're doing this. Yeah, where do we go from here? Let me know in the comments what you think. I want to thank you all for checking out this video. Here are some other videos about throttling that you may like, and I hope to see you over there.